today we're going to do a short video on replacing the pollen filter. You might call it the microfilter. The filter I've chosen is a man filter, and it is the activated carbon filter. Now you can get more expensive versions, but I've just got with the standard. And here are some other options for Bosch, Mahler, etc. The filter housing is located at the rear of the engine bay, and in order to access it, what we'll need to do is to use an 8mm socket to undo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 retaining screws. And I'm going to use my impact driver to remove the first one. Try not to let the screw drop down, as I did there, as it may get lost in the engine bay. Now we're going to proceed to remove the rest of the screws, as so. And you should have 6 screws at the end of it. Now we're going to remove the filter housing, and it just comes off like this. You see there are some rubber seals, and this is the underside of the filter housing, and you can see the old filter is there in place. So now we're going to remove the old filter. So you just unclip here these 3, and then it just pulls out very easily, as so. There you have the empty housing, and here's the filter. And you see in the filter there are actually the remnants of the things that have been filtered out. And you'll notice that this filter that I'm replacing actually had a foam edge, a foam seal, and it's made by Marl. It's a LAC 248, and it's a different variety of filter to the one that I'll be putting in. And we can compare the two filters side by side here. You can see there is a clear difference between the old and the new. The main difference in these two brands is one has a foam surround and one has a kind of a plastic seal here. The other difference being the Marl filter has a hole where it slots into the filter housing, whereas the man filter does not have any central strengthening piece there at all. So now we're going to go ahead and put the new filter into its housing. This one is actually a little bit stiffer than the last one, but it's clipping in very nicely. And actually this filter is a lot tighter fit than the last one. The last one barely even clipped in. This one seems like it's a lot better. And here's the new filter inserted. You can see it has been compressed slightly so as to cause some distortion of the filter folds here, but I don't think that will have any effect on the functioning of the filter. Now we're going to reattach the filter housing, making sure that we get the seals correctly aligned with the air intake. Now we're going to go ahead to reattach the filter housing. Just one chug with the impact there, should be more than sufficient. And that is the conclusion of the replacing of the pollen filter. The only remaining question for me is whether I should replace the entire filter housing due to this damaged tab. I tried gluing it back with polystyrene cement, that didn't work. I tried super glue, that didn't work. I also tried some plastic pipe jointing compound, that didn't work. So we may need to replace the whole thing. Thanks for watching.